how to communicate better with my teammates, and I also want to have sustenance so I can survive, so I can play more League of Legends.
He's just like me for real.
Grind set.
Well, this is awesome. Welcome, of course, to Europe, Evi.
We've been talking about Karma as a support backstage fairly often, just in terms of controlling the waves. What do you think of this Varus Karma into the Ashe Xayah?
Yeah, I mean, you've got really, really good push for the Varus and the Karma, but post 6, it becomes very difficult to try and keep pushing up because you got great engage coming through from the Ashe Arrow, can set up very well for a Viego. Make a bit of a difference here for Astralis, where it can be a case of, hey, look, we actually have 2 threats now on both side lanes that we can try and play through. I think Dayor as well did a good job.
You talk so much about Finn. Jankos forced to flash already. He's pushed off the red buff. Huge advantage here then for 113. Got that buff. Vault Breakers forward. Rather, Jankos is trying to do so. We'll be able to pick up the Scuttle. Continues to run down to 200, 120. Finn's waiting at an easy first blood against a former first blood king.
And that is the fact that it's harder to try and clear out the enemy camp. So 113 is like, cool, there's no way you can get through 2 of these camps. I'm going to find you in the top side. I have pushed for solo lanes. Let's make it happen.
Playing catch up.
It may not look like a big move, but that actually was from Jankos, because Evi could go all in, all out here.
Well, does he go all in with the all out? Stepping forward. Finn's going low, holding on to that flash, throws out the challenge. Gets early 5 to 7 minutes, playing out as you were expecting, or I think that single play onto Jankos really having a huge, snowball effect.
I mean, I think it's definitely given a lot of control to Astralis, but I mean, they haven't been able to snowball it massive, right? Jankos has been doing a good job of avoiding 113 with smart pathing, and now is the first time that they're both on this bottom side of the map. It has given Dragon to Astralis, but now we'll see if he can try and have massive control over this mid lane. Weird time to TP, though.
Looks like he's going bottom lane, so he's catching the wave against Kobe. The Herald's still not yet secured. The fight's been started by Astralis, and Jankos has already thrown out that cease and desist. The Petrified Gaze locks up so many Astralis members, but it's Dayor that gets the kill onto Jankos, turning their attention to the Snake and Ruby's dropped.
Get that quick pick and turn it into objective, but now it could be a big team fight that's about to kick off. It's 113, too far forward.
Ashe Arrow, Petrifying Gaze is going to be thrown out. Younghood's holding on to it, throws out the volley, defensive flashes away. Dayor goes forward, the Root Prison's out, Ebi's in from behind. Long range from Dayor, and he's taken down.
Dayor, I didn't know where he was in that play. But unfortunately, 113 very much caught out of position, right? They end up looking for the blue buff instead of just trying to set up in river. Ashe Arrow does go up top side, so manages to connect. Must have missed this. Cobby gets the kill here, I'm assuming. Yeah, so easy pick onto Jack Spectre, so nice job, but that's why there was no arrow there in this team fight. So unfortunately, Dayor is the one that ends up paying for the cost of this fight.
I mean, that all out was awesome. Yeah. Every knocking him complete to safety. We're right out of the replay. Ashe Arrow connect, and Finn dunks it down. What is up with EU Ashe?
I was about to say, had someone out Jonghoon trying to show
from Rise. That is a way they can find a pick and then play for the objective, but what it requires is good vision, good planning. You need to ensure that you can actually make that move. Good damage coming back and forth between Ebi and Finn. The ground challenge is popped and Ebi just destroys him.
That is the bog standard combo for K'Sante. Knock him underneath the tower, go with the all out, and even though it was a nice riposte coming through from Finn to stop him going further, there might be more.
There is indeed cease and desist. Young you go back to the fountain.
And I mean,
after doing the full rotation, it still keeps things close. I mean, outside of the bot lane where there's 1,000 gold advantage for Kobe, who is now being backed up by 113, stepping forward into Mercer. That's a good stun onto Jack Spectre, but no further follow by defensive play. Astralis, despite having the gold lead, losing a bit of control of the Rift.
Yeah, they weren't able to go for that play because Evi at reset had the TP to try and join that Rift Tower if needs be. You find that big win, then you can trade for towers on both sides, but Jankos doesn't want to trade his life.
No, 5 seconds for his flash. Will be able to use that Q to get away to safety. Continue to step forward. Now the next target, Jack Spectre, he's blown up.
And then you just have Jonghoon. Just leans left, like, okay, maybe I can look for arrow here. Then starts to lean towards bot, where he might be needed a little bit sooner.
We're going to be needed a little sooner. Enchanted Crystal Arrow doesn't get fired out. Ebi, you have to feel that's going to be a focus once this tower falls, as Kobe's the one's being chunked down.
Oh, here we go.
Twin Fang off the Twin Fang. Miasma is out. He's grounded. He's locked down. He's ceased and desist. And it's Ruby that gets the kill credit. You mentioned it, that wave state, the play from Heretics, it unlocks at least a start here onto the Dragon. Zebi goes forward, chunked out by Finn. Mercy's coming in from the side. Ruby's Petrifying Gaze is on cooldown, but the Twin Fangs are not. Chase forward here from Mercer as well. Finn's riposte doing so much work, but he can't get away from the poison. 113 is now backed up by Dayor, and Kobe's coming from the red buff.
It's this mid game that has really started to fall apart, and now Heretics want to punish an overextension.
Dun 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 dun. Locked into place, a lot of CC. Mercer wants to pin him down. The Crystal Arrow stopped Evi. The Heartbreaker will come out. So for 113 goes for another. Heartbreaker turns around. Ruby's the next target, but Jankos is doing work on the backside. Kobe steps forward, uses that blade gate, blade caller, chucks the blades out. Waiting for the E, holding onto it. Teleport chasing down, as Kobe's not going to be able to find Jankos. A bloodbath in the bottom lane. Heretics first to the play, waiting to catch someone from Astralis.
Yeah, I mean, well, already trying to see if they can find a pick as Astralis enter, but as long as they play in towards the lack of vision that's there for Astralis, they should be totally fine.
Oh, Jankos goes over the wall. Cease and desist onto Yonghun. His flash has been thrown out, and Finn will be late to this party. It's Ruby that gets the kill.
Big beefy frontliner. It's easy to go in engages, whereas when you look at Astralis, they just don't quite have anyone that can sit up for Ruby and tank all that damage out.
So literally, we keep expecting a fight between those two top laners. They're trading. While that's happening, teleport coming into the mid lane. Ruby's going to be sent forward as there is a little bit of exchange there in the red buff of Heretics. Finn continues to look for those vitals. Ebi steps forward, finding opportunities for that Pathmaker, and footwork riposte comes out. The trades continue to go back and forth, all out thrown. Teleport now being channeled in the bottom lane as the cease and desist in the middle. River, that's a grounded, that's a rooted, that's Ruby as well as Jankos getting yet another respective kill. Dayor running for his life, and Kobe, you've got no front line, you've got no one to protect you. Not gonna be able to step on the miasma, the blade callers come back out. You don't manage to get one, but all of a sudden they're running for their lives. Ruby continues to chase forward, another huge E before he's taken down. It's Jack Spectre with a piercing arrow that finds the kill. The 1v1 went the way of Finn, and now Dayor's running for his life. Not going to take it out just yet. Realm Warps to safety.
And now you got the follow-up as Finn is here, grounded, and not gonna make it out. Just about able to escape over the wall. Ruby.
Production team telling me that Dayor, I think, went down to 95 hit points. Not enough time to unpack that as Finn is in the fray. He's taken out by Evi once more. The 13th kill. We're 2 minutes till the next dragon, and we're seeing Kobe finding opportunities. I think that flash E to find killing Jankos was fantastic. Looking for those opportunities. The problem you're seeing is he doesn't have enough time because Heretics have themselves a Ruby. Heretics have started the Baron.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the shot. Ooh, hang on, Evi.
Oh, what's 113 doing? Looking for Evi, finds him. Heartbreaker was used, steals away Cassante for Evi. Finn, no TP out yet. He's making his way just behind the wolf camp. Jankos looking into the pit, and it's not Astralis. They've secured it. Jankos goes forward, but there's no support just yet. Finally, Ruby as well as Jack Spectre put the damage down to take him out. Finn, running distraction, but all of a sudden Evi's alive. Can the teleport change and save the day? There he comes. Evi steps forward. The damage is so huge from Heretics. Jack Spectre gets himself a double kill as Kobe finds one in reply. 3 members of Astralis down. They got Baron, but they've only got 1 kill for themselves.
Again, Heretics, though, are playing so well around the way this Cassiopeia wants to set up. They're constantly moving into these small corridors, making sure they've got the miasma set up. The shorter range composition from Astralis can't get in on top of them, and that's why they're able to turn these fights. And as you say, 30 seconds until Dragon. Astralis are still on the run.
Oh, Ebi's going to look to catch out Finn, looking to go all out and pull him backwards. Ebi's teleport at that first Rift Herald, in like movement around the map. But then you contrast it to that previous Baron fight, and it felt like the entire team was just on the same page. They chased together, they stuck together, and then we'll be able to find Heretics looking for the re-engage. Chain of Corruption was fired out from Jack Spectre. He's under threat, forced to use that cleanse to get away to safety. Astralis using a good siege in the 4v4.
And this is what I was going to say, Astralis, the way they got their wins over Rogue and Vitality was just throwing the game into absolute chaos and then looking to find these picks. This composition does that so well.
Oh, Heartbreaker, not going to find his target just yet. There's some steps forward. Finn has jumped into the fray. The grand challenge was issued, but Astralis are running for their lives. Kobe is so low. Ebi's on the back, looking for the all-out. Can't find the target. He's jumped on by Finn. It's a fight on 2 fronts. Ebi goes down, and no one else falls from Astralis. And I think you can really clearly see with these two teams playing right now, that we are at the beginning of the winter split. Ruby's going to try find himself at least one kill onto Kobe. The Twin Fangs going out, but the stopwatch buys so much time and reply. Kobe's going to take it down. Ruby will get traded in a 1v2. He finds the kill.
Action's fade as well for anything that Dayor can throw at him. He's in a really good spot. So once Heretics again play this fight nice and simple, they should be okay.
Astralis are down the vast majority of their sums. Heretics, on the other hand, have nearly everything. Correction, they do have everything available. It's a minute to go for Elder. Baron is alive. Dayor will go golden 4 now, and Kobe's firing out the double daggers. Evi goes out once again, and Dayor's caught. He's trapped and he's dunked.
I mean, 1-1-3, debut game here. He's not even going to get into a position to look for a steal. Nowhere to go, and Heretics capitalize.
I mean, you see that in terms of initiation tools, what options did Astralis have? Right now, they are being jumped on once again. They're slow to the fray. Dayor golden in and amongst 5 Heretics. Evi is locked up and rooted down, but stays alive. That is destroyed from Ruby. K'Sante and Evi get themselves another, and that was just disgusting. The Elder has now been started as Evi continues to chase forward, looking for Finn, backed up by Mercer as well as Jankos. The riposte buys some time, but it's too little, it's too late. With Baron and Power Minions, they're pushing into the base.
I mean, Ruby's played Challengers Korea, LPL, PCS, EU Masters, and he puts his mark on the LEC with that play. That was nasty, and manages to pick up the win for Heretics office.
10-3 and 9 on the Cassiopeia into the rise. Heretics managed to pick up the win in their debut game of the 2023 Winter Split. It's Evi, Jack, Spectra, and Mercer taking down the Nexus as Heretics take down Astralis.